All right, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Apologies for the hiccups here. Had a little bit of a... Not quite sure what was going on when we started. Kind of continuing the theme from this morning, but let's make sure everything is actually working. Hello, May. This morning, but let's make sure everything is actually working. Hello, May. All right back at you, buddy. There we go. We're back. We are back. And all right, so let's do this. So where were we, huh? Where were we? So we had a pretty good session this morning. We started off a new run as Cuba. We are working towards independence here, and we finished the first journal entry, the one where our landowners wanted to be seen as wanted to be part of Spain. We got rid of that. Now we're trying to get to independence here. Let's see. Our liberty desire is up, but we can't. We need to get our liberty desire going. Freedom seekers must be prepared to fight for their freedom rather than seek being purchased by the USA. I'm not quite sure what this one is that we need the check mark for, but our liberty desire weekly change needs to be greater than 0, so it's not right now because it's going down. But we can... here we go. So we need to go more towards independence, and we are now at a very small amount. Let's see. We're bringing down our relations with the United States. It kind of sucks, though, because I would have liked to call them in to a war for us. All right. So we're building the railway here. All right, we've got that going for us. Then, yeah, we're going to build up some stuff for the military here. So, we're working towards right of assembly because we made a promise for that. All right. But we're off. A little bit of a rocky start, but nevertheless, we prevail. We do want to get, though... Alright, so I would like to include the Afro-Caribbeano as a primary culture. So we need to get the intelligentsia's clout up to 10%. They are climbing here. So, after right of assembly... Yeah, we got appointed bureaucrats, so that's good. So we'll get off of that. We would like to get off of agrarianism. That would be nice. Hey, Super Frank. Hello. How did you get your liberty desire so high? Last time I checked, you were close to being annexed. Yeah, we had a massive swing. It was mainly because we... Well, for one, we were able to ask for knowledge sharing, which they rejected, and market control, which they rejected. So that brought us up. But we had a massive uptick in this... Wait, was it... I don't remember exactly what it was, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, no, we didn't get that. It kind of just upticked, and I'm not entirely sure what it was that did it for us. To be honest with you, I don't know. It just suddenly did. Oh. That's right. No. So we had the event for the journal entry, where, and I forget the name of it now, but the one where the landowners wanted to be annexed by Spain, and we were able to fail that journal entry purposefully, and that upped our liberty desire quite a bit. So that bumped us up all the way up to here. Let's see, though. We need to get it going to a positive again. Okay, so we're bolstering the slave revolt. Hey, Matwis, hello. What is the goal of this run? Well, one goal is the Cuba-specific achievement, the Sugar Rush. Though this one won't be too difficult to get. So as Cuba, have a 25% share of global sugar exports and a total export volume of over 2,000 units. So we want to do that. We also want to get independence from Spain and not be annexed by the United States. So those are the main goals. And then beyond that, it's kind of a be awesome run. Alright, so what law are we going to go to now? I'd like to bolster the intelligentsia. It'd be nice if we get to right to associate. Oh yeah, that's right. We do want to do this because we have a reformer leading our landowners. We want to take advantage of this while we can. We have an illegitimate... I thought we just fixed it. Oh, it just hasn't updated. Alright, so let's get to right to associate while we can. Oh, you know, we shouldn't have put the Catholic Church in the government. Alright. Now... yeah, unfortunately, there's no way we'll be able to get the intelligentsia in there. Can we get the... no. There's, like, no one else we can put in there with them other than the Catholic Church. Actually, can we negotiate with the Catholic Church? Even though they're opposed? Yeah, they won't do it. And why is that? Oh, worthless words. Yeah, we failed. We failed a promise to them. That's not good. Okay. I kind of forgot about that. Deceived. Oh, please. Come on. I just forgot. The industrialists. We can get them to stop opposing. What would they want? Amid such shouting, insults, and regrettable turns of phrase, several paths have emerged that would convince the industrialists to allow right to associate to pass. Vow to pass oligarchy next. We commit to leave taxes at very low for 4 years. I don't know if we could do that. Yeah, and I don't know if we'll do that. So, hold on. Let's, what do we have taxes at right now? Yeah, I don't know if we could do that for 4 years. And the problem is, you know, we did that already with the landowners and it was bugged. We did it, and the journal entry just wouldn't finish. I guess we could pass oligarchy next. We're on autocracy, so... I mean, oligarchy would be a little bit better. Yeah, we'll go to oligarchy next. We'll get them to stop opposing us. And now we'll take the Catholic Church out of the government. Just racking up radicals because of this, unfortunately. Alright, but yeah, so we're up to a 40% success chance. I wonder, can we... Yeah, we can lower taxes a little bit. That'll help us a little bit with radicals here. Now, what can we do with the intelligentsia? I mean, we could go with some universities. Oh, we're about to build 2. We'll see what happens after we build those. You could try my go-to order of enacting laws. With your current laws, I would go welfare, hospitals, make the church happy, then go for religious freedom. But I don't think you get the church happy enough with welfare hospitals when you start out with -17. Yeah, the charity hospitals here. Yeah, I see what you mean. That would make them happy. And then we could go to, like, total separation. Yeah. But we need to increase... It's not about happiness, per se. We need to get their clout up to 10%. We need to get their clout up to 10%. God, why do we have so many commanders? Oh. What happened here? Why do we even have this army? Well, you know, I do need to separate people up a little bit here. Alright, so, yeah, I haven't... Okay, let's make these guys the main army. And we'll make you guys, oh, general staff. Excellent. Make you guys the cavalry here. Generals and welfare hospitals also grant plus 10% clout to the church, I think. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'll get clout to the church, though we have quite a bit there already. Oh, Don Terrabarn, hello, hello. Well, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. I just discovered your channel today and want to say thanks. Oh, for the amazing content. Your tutorials helped me a lot. Oh, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in to say that. That is awesome of you. I always appreciate that. And I'm glad they're helpful. It's very good motivation to keep going at, so I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? How are you doing tonight? Oh, I thought you want to get the church more clout. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, I want to get the intelligentsia because then we can add promise freedom to the slaves. So if we get the intelligentsia clout greater than or equal to 10%, we can do this. This will add the slave revolt will add liberty desire, and it also will mean if we win independence, we automatically get slavery banned, and Afro-Caribino becomes a primary culture, along with Caribino. So it's actually pretty good. We just need to get that intelligentsia clout. It is going up. It is going up. So who are we going to throw over to... Oh, all of these military governors. I didn't realize they stick around as generals. Every time one of them loses... Oh, man. Look at that. Okay, that's good to know. Very interesting. And they're all pretty much... Oh, this guy... Actually, this guy sucks. They all kind of suck. Alright, well, let's split this up. So we'll send you over there. Yeah, we'll do that, and we'll just send 2 of you over there. So we'll make you the defensive one, you're the offensive one. They're all pretty much the same. Do we have any conscripts to add in? Alright. I would still try to get any form of church-state separation. Then you can change the production method of university, yeah, from clerics to pro-educators. Also, should bring clout to the intelligentsia. That's not a bad idea, actually. That's a good idea. Yeah. Because we're building some universities. Threatened by the strengthening of workers' associations under right to associate, the industrialists have publicized numerous reports on the dangers of a unionized workforce. Hey, I negotiated with you guys. You're supposed to be supporting this. Alright, we'll do that. So we're building the universities now. So yeah, after right to associate, we'll try to get total separation. Although while we have this guy, it would be nice to get compulsory primary school. So actually, yeah, we're going to do compulsory primary school next while we have this guy here. Even cultural exclusion would be nice. Oh, I don't think we can get rid of subjecthood while we have this. Or maybe, I don't know. Never trust capitalists. Yeah, this is true. When it comes to workers' rights. Yeah. I negotiated with you guys, and you turned your back on me. How dare you? Alright, what else can we do here? So we're lowering relations, which is working for us. Our fervor. You know, yeah, we need to get our fervor up. And subjecthood is not helping with that. So yeah, actually, maybe we use this guy to get cultural exclusion next. We kind of lucked out with this guy. Pedro Degao y Baranda. Alright, so let's get those universities. We're moving up here. Who is this guy? Oh, the leader of the intelligentsia, yeah. Yeah, if we can make this guy more liked, too, that will help us. We'll go cultural exclusion next, but then we're going to have to go with oligarchy here. Where can I see the measure of my promises? Where do they keep that metric? Yeah, I wonder where they would house that. Yeah, amenability. Where do I see amenability? Oh, maybe it would be here. Hey, Java, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you, my friend? What power structure do you currently have? How cloud is generated is different from law. Yeah, this is true, right? So we have, well, first off, we're on autocracy here, so there is that. And then we're on colonial administration. So, if we move to oligarchy, the Cuban National Congress. Oh, this is an anti-Spain league. Okay. The news of the government's efforts to enshrine the right to associate has spread rapidly through working class communities. The industrialists have begun to complain of a corresponding uptick in illegal union activity. You know, it's interesting, though, to have a country that's going to have unions, but also slavery. Make sure you're treating your workers right. Just, you know, not all of them. Alright, we'll go with this. Watching the Game Awards. It's so late. Yeah, I was kind of bummed I was going to miss the Game Awards live. I do enjoy the Game Awards. I like seeing everything that's going to be coming out in the next year. Plus, I think Victoria 3 and EU 5 are up for a couple. Victoria 3 is up for one, I think, called like Labor of Love, something like that. Economic dependence with the US site. What is our economic dependence? You know, I haven't pinned the trade centers yet. How much trade are we doing with them? I don't think we're doing much. Oh. So we're importing some liquor and tools. I mean, it's not a lot. A railroad accident in Cuba Oriental has only narrowly avoided heavy fatalities due to the quick thinking of the train's engineer, who perished in the crash. Only a few people died, but the wreckage will still take some time to clear. I'll take that one. Labor of Love is a Steam thing, I think. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I'm thinking of the Steam Awards. Yeah. Although, yeah, that's right. EU5 isn't up for Grand Strategy, which I thought was odd. That's why the awards in the Game Awards, I don't really care about the awards. I just like seeing all the new stuff that's coming. I'm not really big on award shows in general, but I do enjoy the Game Awards. The populist base of the trade unions has turned against supporting foreign entanglements. Pressure from within has led the group to distance themselves from the Cuban National Congress. Yeah, sure, fine. So what do we have going on here? Got a drought. The slave revolt movement. Man, we need to get them added to our... Oh, man. Okay. We're gonna have to throw the church in there. Alright. Significantly lowers our success chance. I don't care about any award show. It's mostly rich people telling other rich people how great they are. Yeah. The like-dislike list from the stream is way more important to me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, goodbye, reformer landowner. Wait, why? Did we lose our guy? Ah! Well, poop. Poop on that. All right. So this law is pretty much toast. Oh, you know, I forgot too. Yeah, our Captain General is an industrialist. But we do have this guy. Liberal movement. So we can make this guy the head of... Let's slow down for a minute. We can make this guy the head of the rural folk. -1 interest group approval. Traditionalist church, pro-slavery landowners. Yeah, welcome back to 1810. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, right? Pretty much. Eight and a half, 8.9. Oh, we are so close. Just get to 10% and then we'll go and we'll go work on that. Now, who's our current head of the rural folk? This guy. He's giving them some political strength. You exile the landowner and just hope you get a better role. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Oh, hey, Mauricio, how are you? How's the calm times going? Yeah, calm times are over. Not so calm anymore. Yeah, we could... I guess we could try to exile this guy. For how long ago did we... Are we on a cooldown? We aren't on a cooldown. Okay. So who could we get? Actually, let's see who we can get. Ooh, okay, so we can bring in a radical industrialist. Oh, hey, proper Java. Twitch Java. Well, it's not about the winners or losers. It's mostly about new games. Yeah, exactly. It's about just seeing all the ads for new stuff. Fate of the Old Republic. Yeah, that's the one ad I saw as I was, like, preparing the stream. That one played. So I did get to see that one. Divinity 4, Control 2. Okay. So not much there. We got the Bessemer process. We have a protectionist right now. You know, we should just go to interventionism while we have this guy. Actually, that might help us, now that I think about it. Alright, yeah, we're gonna stop this, because now we don't really have anybody helping us. We're gonna kick these guys out, we're gonna keep the industrialist in there. Yeah, any chance we can get... Actually, can we bring somebody from the intelligentsia in that could align with them? What do we got here? So, a modernizer will line up with them pretty good. Oh. Yeah. So we can get a radical intelligentsia. We can get a radical industrialist. This will take us some time. But if we bring this guy in, we make this person the head of the industrialist, then next we bring in a radical intelligentsia and we can align them up a little bit. Can you? It currently shows every agitator, not only the ones you can invite. Make sure you don't box yourself into a corner. Oh, yeah, yeah, you're right. I didn't... Oh. Good call, my friend. Good call. Good call. Okay, yeah, so we're not going to bring anybody in there. Oh, wait, are we on a cooldown? No, we just don't have... Why, Oh, okay, no, hold on. We might be able to bring them in. The problem is we have an agitator right now. Yeah, but this guy, no, we wouldn't be able to because he's a different religion. Yeah, missing... Man, we really got screwed over by missing 2 promises. One of them was because of a bug. All right, well, first thing we're going to do, so while we have this guy, let's get ourselves interventionism. Well, interesting. Can we get the petite bourgeoisie in here? No. They're market liberal. Well, we want to get off agrarianism anyway, so... Although, do we? We're going to be an agrarian society. Actually, yeah, let's go to protectionism so we stop losing our trade advantage. Although we might... Okay, we might need that, because we need, for this, we need to export more than 2,000 goods to the world market. So we're actually going to kind of need mercantilism. Is there no chance you get the modernizer in? You have state religion, and he's a Muslim, I think. Yeah. Don't use the tick. You cannot invite anyone because you don't have an open slot. Yeah, yeah. Well, because we could always, like, boot this guy. Oh, well, you know, okay, we should move to oligarchy so that we can get this promise. We can't afford to mess up any more promises. So that's what we'll go to next. We'll go to oligarchy so that we can do this. And then we'll see what our situation is from there. We finished the first university. So that's good. Paper is expensive as hell. Maybe after this we build some paper. We could maybe do it here. We need some... Oh, no, wait. We're building that stuff there. Yeah, so maybe we'll do it here. Oh, wait. Did we end up finishing the railroad here? Oh, we did. All right, so let's use it. So that'll free up some workers. Yeah, so okay, so let's get this little production chain going. They push for oligarchy, so we got a little bit extra on that. The liberal movement wants oligarchy. Yeah, wait, what? Why is the liberal movement helping us here? It must be something with that pushing for whatever. I mean, what a crazy situation here. The landowners are heavily against oligarchy, and we have the industrialists and the liberal movement trying to get it passed. Yeah, promised law push. So that gave us the plus 5%. Why is the liberal movement pushing for it? I mean, compared to autocracy, oligarchy is pretty liberal. Yeah, I guess so. No, but they are against it. That's very strange. Like, why is oligarchy on... Okay. There's something wrong with that. Anything in here? Very strange. Very, very strange. All right. I'll dig into the support law part during the holidays. Wanted to learn that part anyway. If I find something, I'll update you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I saw this before, so because it's a promise to them, you will get this, like, promised law push. But, yeah, in terms of a movement supporting it, I find that to be very strange. Yeah, look, and the liberal movement is listed as not liking it. I mean, I think this is actually just a bug that we're benefiting from. I mean, the DLC came out today, so I think this is a bug we're benefiting from. All right. Intelligence is at 8.6. Yeah, I think what's next is what you were talking about. I think we need to get off of state religion. And we don't even need to go to total separation. We could try to just do freedom of conscience. Though it's the same chances. We can... And we can make, you know, some negotiations with it. Or the movement pressure... The movement pressures the interest groups, and the groups support it, and so the movement also supports it because it's the same people. Only thing I can imagine right now. Yeah. Yeah, so it's the industrialists that want it. The industrialists are being pressured by the movement. The pops that make up 3% out of the total clout of 6% for industrialists support this political movement, resulting in 45% pressure. Still very strange. So after this, we're going to go for total separation. But can we bring somebody in? Yeah, this guy's acceptance is too low. Unfortunately. Yeah, same with this guy. I should have sorted this before. Yeah, let me, So we got a new Captain General. So many land reformers, jeez. Yeah, nothing is going to help us with the industrialists. Let's look at the industrialists again. Yeah, we need to get a different religion law just to get these guys in here. The armed forces won't help us. Alright, well, interesting. And we do still have to change this. How much longer do we have the requested colonial governor? How much longer is that timed modifier? 19 months. Alright. Afro-Caribbean students sometimes use their native language in Cuban schools. Some have called for teachers to penalize the use of the languages, forcing children to speak the official language of Cuba. Yeah, we don't need them to assimilate. We'll take less radicals. Supporters of oligarchy among the rural folk, headed by Edmond de Chastelet, have questioned the government publicly on the amount of time that it is required in order for the law to pass. Well, I don't want to lose any more bureaucracy here. Oh, pop attraction and activism to the liberal movement is good for us. We can do that. Belligerent crowds have been getting increasingly provocative when confronted by troops in Cuba Central. Hardliners in government are demanding tougher responses, while doves are calling for troops to stand down as the first hopeful step in de-escalation. Oh, you know, I have not been paying attention to this slave revolt. Yeah, let's keep that down. We don't want you to revolt just yet. Oh, we're up to 9.1. Come on, guys. The little engine that could here. If a liberal movement supports oligarchy, strange is not a strong enough word to describe it. Yeah. Seriously, right? Like, what? What is happening here? What is happening, my people? Yeah, we have turmoil because we have, like, no loyalists. What are we researching right now? Oh, fieldworks. Alright, we gotta add more. Oh, we can get our first company here. So let's go corporate charters next. Oh, let's go nationalism. Because then we can start getting a national awakening. Then We'll do logistics and percussion cap. And what are we at right now? We're at 51. 51? What's that other university getting us? 1 innovation. What do we need for the philosophy department? Dialectics. Go to that next. Alright, we're starting to move on this. So that's good. Yeah, I think this thing, freedom seekers must be prepared to fight for their freedom rather than seek being purchased by the USA. I think we just need to get this, like, all the way over here. Now, can we... Let's do some violent oppression. Yeah, so that cut the construction inefficiency in half. You know, we really do need we really do need a government admin. I hate to push things off, but we'll just get 10 bureaucracy. Get 50. Yeah, there we go. So we'll do that, and then we absolutely need a paper mill. Yeah, we have the universities here. We have a government admin. How are we on wood here? We could use more. Oh, well, we don't need to do that here. We'll do this. It's now plus 15. Okay. There we go. And then we'll do some violent suppression here. Reminding their allies of their commitments has increased the law enactment chance. Huh, nice. Okay. Yeah, if we can get the tax, at least the tax waste down. Or I meant the uncollected taxes. Yeah, the tax waste, it's all this turmoil. Alright. What's our private sector building here? They're just building stuff in Spain. We got no workers here. How's our railway doing? Tools are super expensive. Are we importing them? Yes, we are. We could do another trade center. That would be less employees needed. Yeah, because we can't set any tariffs on anything. Because the Spanish market just sucks so much. The performance of an opera with nationalist revolutionary themes at an upcoming festival is being openly associated with the Afro-Caribbean secession movement by its proponents. 10% authority. Yeah, that'll be a lot of authority. It'll go down 15%. I'd rather not lose more bureaucracy, to be honest. Or we could just take this. I think we'll just take that. Alright, we got the government admin. So I'll get this to higher up. Are we getting any migration from Spain? Puerto Rico. Yeah. We're not getting... We're losing very few people. We're still well over our infrastructure because we can't get this hired up. Although now we could... There we go. More people to hire. And then if we could do that here. Oh, we got a lot of people here. Start moving around, people. Ugh, 70 weeks. Oh. We don't have... Move the road maintenance over there. Alright, well, we're at the hour mark, so we're going to take a quick 90-second break. Pay homage to the gods of ads, as we do. So we'll be back in 90 seconds. Alright, and we're back. And we are back. And we're moving. Alright, we do have to take a look at the budget here now, actually. Maybe it's time to sell buildings. Hope Spain doesn't buy it up. Ah, good. Okay. And what about the motor industry? Oh yeah, well the motor industry is it's only got 20 employees right now. Okay. What about the steel mill? Yeah, but this one is not very profitable. Well, we got a little bit of buffer now. Yeah, so we have got to... We've got way too many radicals here. How long are we going to have these worthless words? So this one, 5 months, and then this one another 12 months. Where can we see our total amenability? That's what I would like to know. You'd think it would be on this screen. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to be here. Or like on the overview. We haven't looked at our new Captain General here. Minus 10% attraction of interest groups in government. Oh, that's interesting. The industrialists are going to be losing attraction because they're the, like, governor general. Maybe we should make them a landowner. Oh, but this guy is getting experienced extractor, so plus 10% interest group pop attraction. Okay. And now the intelligentsia are going down a little bit. These guys are inching up ever so slightly. Actually, you know what we need to do too? If we get literacy up here, get some promote social mobility, but we don't have the authority for it. Alright, let's stop bolstering the abolitionist movement for now. What are our two most populated states? 220,000, 394, 447. Alright, so we'll promote social mobility in these two states. Actually, and for now... Oh, we did get rid of it there. Okay. Oh, we lost the agitator. So the only person we could get in is a liberal petite bourgeoisie. We'll join the liberal movement. Interesting, a market liberal would not mesh well with an industrialist. What is their... Oh, right, size of government. That's right. Because autocracy only allows one. So we'll get one more there. So when we put this guy in here, we'll lose that negative 20. Now, what's the ideological incompatibility? The petite bourgeoisie endorses theocracy. Oh, they're reactionary. Interesting. So changing them might help us, actually. Or changing their leader to a liberal. Distribution of power. Yeah, the industrialists oppose oligarchy, but they're the reason why we're enacting it. Organic regulation. Yeah, so we'll lose this 10 because the petite bourgeoisie endorse laissez-faire only because of their leader. So it's very likely if we do get that liberal petite bourgeoisie, we might be able to get the petite bourgeoisie in government here. The Captain General himself has officially opened the University of Cuba Occidental. Academia is beginning to flourish in Cuba. Plus 50% political strength of academics. Maybe that'll help us here a little bit. I think we take this guy. +2 government interest group approval and -2 to opposition. That might be helpful. And plus 20% pop attraction. Alright, so Lissandro Vigil. Let's go for it. So let's put the petite bourgeoisie in government. Damn, that did not help us. Oh, I forgot the size of government thing. Yeah, it's not going to help us until we get... Oh, whoops. It's not going to help us until we get off of autocracy. Alright. But we're still in the introduction phase of oligarchy. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, our budget is looking nice again. Actually, no. We'll do this. Let's build up the reserves a little bit. And then we'll bring taxes back down. Because we're still at a 12% interest rate. Not great, but... Okay. Ugh, the intelligentsia. Well, they're up to 9. If we just get them 1% more. If we could just finish oligarchy and get off of state religion, I think that'll do it for us. That's what I'm telling myself. Alright, what do we got here? In the midst of the debate surrounding oligarchy, one of the country's leading playwrights, strongly associated with the landowners, has staged a widely acclaimed play whose politically laden theme makes no secret of the author's desire for the law to be passed. Excellent. Nope, we want that plus 10%. Mobs have surrounded an arsenal in Cuba Central. threatening to seize the arms and munitions stored within. While the guards are staving off attacks for now, if no relief is sent, then the arsenal will fall to insurrectionists. Yeah, this one is always tough. There's more servicemen than there are officers. So 5% of them will be, I think, about like 2.5 or 2.25K, 2.33K, as opposed to, yeah, very small amount. We'll take this one. Alright, so we're up to 96%, but it's going to go back down. Political movements. Alright. So once we get corporate charters, maybe we can get something that's going to get us less radicals here. Honestly, the forestry's company and infrastructure would be kind of nice. But, yeah. So here's one of the new Cuba-specific companies. Oh, we can add a railway to this. And we'll get migration attraction, aristocrats investment pool contribution. And here's another Cuba-specific one. Plus 10% loyalists from political movements, plus 10% tech spread for society, plus 5% prestige, along with a prestige cigar. And we could add rice farms to it. This isn't bad, actually. There's supposed to be a third company. Oh, here it is. Yeah, the Bacardi. You know we got to add this one in. Oh, we'll get Liberty Desire. And actually having a food industries will help us in the war. The Cuban supremacist movement has convened in Havana to rally support and publicity. Oh, good. And publicly discuss the specifics of racial segregation. The event has attracted much attention from locals. Yeah, we don't like you guys, Cuban supremacist movement. Damn, you know, okay, so we could use the Liberty Desire here for Bacardi. The thing is, though, we're not going to get any of our companies to be prosperous for a while. We just don't have enough workers to really do that. So trying to aim for the prosperity bonus here and get 0.1 weekly Liberty Desire, it might not be as beneficial as this in the long run. Get some Cuban cigars going. The militant wing of the Afro-Caribbean secession movement have claimed responsibility for an explosion at a government building, announcing that the time for open war is rapidly approaching. Fieldworks. Nice. Ooh. Oh, we kind of need the middle managers now, though. So, Western Cuba is going to get 15% devastation no matter what. Well, let's see here. So we're getting plus 10% bureaucracy. That equals about 16.5. So we won't be in a deficit. So maybe we'll take this because we won't get 10% radicals. How many pops are there? 461k, yeah. We'll take this one. Alright. Any day now we can move this law along. You know. And this keeps moving down. Oh, we're not getting anything from fulfilling Spanish buy orders. So we have people here to fill these jobs. Alright, maybe we just subsidize this. Or no, hold on. Yeah, let's do this now. So now we'll have more workers there. And now this will be a little bit more profitable. And we could really use that everywhere else. Finally, the law progressed. Jeez. God, we really do need... I keep pushing this stuff off. We really do need a railway in each of these states. Like, at least one. How many did I build here? Yeah, just one. We're gonna do that. Because it's a labor-saving PM, which we really need. How much construction is a railway again? 800, yeah. Now this is going to start off with the water tube boiler. Oh, we should have built a sulfur mine. Yeah, because we could really make a profitable paper mine. Oh, yes. Here we go. We're going to do that. Oops. Alright. We're just going to push these guys down the list even more. We'll build that sulfur mine. Let's get the trade centers trading more. Yeah, so we're exporting more 880 sugar. Oh, the slave secession movement is moving down a little bit. Okay, that's good. These guys continue to build everywhere else. Radicals in Cuba Oriental seem to be getting support from discriminated Afro-Caribbean citizens within the state. Oh my god, 10 years of 20% radicalism. No thank you. So 7% migration traction, I'll take that. The relatively lenient Cuban immigration system has long been attractive to those fleeing their home nations. Recently, Anton Dobrescu has petitioned to join the stream of people moving to Cuba. An intelligentsia land reformer. Um, yeah, I guess. Why not? Let's see what his stats are. I mean, he's got a good beard. I can say that. Yeah, he offers us nothing. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Okay. So what's our next checkpoint here? December 16th. Alright. And we're moving in the wrong direction here. A bookkeeper in government administration employed by the Cuban National Congress is under investigation for bribery. Oh, +5 legitimacy. We could use that. Oh yeah, that'll get us up to a contested government. But appeasement of the Cuban National Congress will go down by 1. Yeah, we can afford that. Ooh. Or 5%. No, because we'll get more loyalists and less radicals by getting now up to a contested government and not getting this. Oh, and so this should be a little bit quicker, right? Yeah, November 8th. Alright, good. So that's good. You know... we might need to go for nationalism first. Because we could really use a national awakening here. Intelligentsia 9.2. My guys. You know, we might not have to subsidize this anymore. Yeah, if only we could make tools just, like, better. Like, Spain, are you guys not working on your market at all here? It's just the worst market. I feel like whenever you're in somebody else's market, though, it's always the worst market. Oh, you know, haha, this whole time, freedom seekers want to join the USA. Freedom seekers must be prepared to fight for their freedom rather than seek being purchased by the USA. You know, I didn't really pay attention to what the words were down here. Ah, so this is what it's alluding to there. Yeah, freedom seekers must want to join the USA. Yeah. But we don't want that. Now, are we still getting... Okay, no, so we're not getting... Oh, good. Law progressed to adoption. Here we go. So we're not getting... that negative point 0.1 liberty desire because we requested a governor. So we're not getting that. So now... Oh, yeah. So can we... Is it possible? Okay, we don't need to ruin relations with the... Yeah, well, we still do. But, oh, look at this! An independent Ireland that's in the French market? Oh, because they're in the French power block. Ah, Samuel Beckett would be so happy. I've never seen an independent Ireland ever before. Who knew Iberian Twilight would bring us Ireland? Alright. They would support our independence, huh? Ideological differences of our governments. Who's in their government? Petite bourgeoisie intelligentsia. Oh, man. Getting them to support our independence would be excellent. Alright, so once we get oligarchy, what we're going to do is we're going to switch the intelligentsia, the petite bourgeoisie in here. We're going to get ourselves an agreement to get the British to support our independence. So not only... Oh! Hey! Yes, the intelligentsia are at 10%. Promise freedom to the slaves. Don't mind if I do. Yes. So now our liberty desire will go up because the slave revolt will add to our liberty desire. I wonder if we need like a week update or something for that. So now if we win independence, we'll get slavery banned and Afro-Caribino will be a primary culture. Interesting. I thought... Slave revolt political movement will now contribute to rather than reduce our liberty desire. Oh yeah. So plus 0.18. Weren't we already getting that though? Well, once we get that support independence from Great Britain, that will be helpful. You know, we haven't saved yet. Let's say this seems like a good time to save. You know, this offline car list run I'm doing and this Cuba run I'm doing, you know, the flags being exactly the same are not very helpful to me. I'm gonna overwrite something one of these days. I should probably save like a backup file for this stream just in case. Alright, what's our checkpoint? April 7th. Alright, budget's looking good, so let's lower taxes. Maybe get some loyalists on our side. Actually, we can really lower taxes. So maybe we can start getting, yeah, minus 20% radicals from political movements, so... We'll see. How's our turmoil doing? Oh, nice. Do we still... I feel like they would have taken off... Yeah, so it took it off there. What's the turmoil here at? Still at 30%. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Give us good news on April 7th. Come on. Ugh. Lost stalled. Come on. Alright, so September 3rd. Maybe we get rid of violent suppression. Yeah, it gave us like plus 2% enactment time. Whatever. Yeah, we could really use some tooling in here. So I think what we'll do is we'll put the tooling workshop after here. Because with this railway we can get some workers freed up. And with the tools becoming a little more affordable, I think it'll help get some hiring going. All right. Oh, this is really moving up now. Nice. Oh yeah, look at that. The fervor of the Afro-Caribbean culture. We're about to get a national awakening from them. Jabba, hey, welcome back. So how is the DLC? I love it. This is really cool. The negotiating law stuff is really cool. And we haven't even gotten to election manipulation yet, because we don't have voting laws yet. You want to join the USA? I don't. But... oh, nice. Nope, not anymore. The path to freedom is undecided. We are now right in the middle. People in our country wanted to join the USA for a little bit there, but we're now moving away from it. An event organized by the pro-slavery movement transformed into a brawl as opponents of the movement infiltrated the crowd. When the police arrived, no participant was willing to give a consistent statement. Negative 10% political movement pop attraction of the pro-slavery movement would be very nice. Take that. How's the Game Awards going? Oh, God. And suddenly we have radical turmoil again. Alright, well... time to crack down once more. Very little upsets as to awards. Okay. Any interesting new games of note? I'm interested, not really for now. I am interested to see what won best strategy game. Alright, so we got a new leader now. Oh man, okay, this is going down. Okay, we gotta do something about that. Let's see. Yeah, so political appointee is always going to be pretty bad. Except for KOTOR 3, Final Fantasy Tactics. Wait, what's KOTOR? Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's the one I did see. The one ad I did see. Are we able to request stuff? Yeah. Request market control. Spain might accept. Spain. Oh, man. Yeah, no. Damn, okay. Oh, Final Fantasy Tactics won Best Strategy. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that EU5 wasn't nominated. Someone said that, I saw somewhere on Reddit, they were like, oh, it was released too late to be nominated. But then someone said one of the games that was nominated came out after them. But I don't know if that's true. I feel like it must have been released too late to be nominated. Because that'd be very strange if it wasn't nominated in Best Strategy. To outside observers, the industrialists may appear firmly committed to the idea of oligarchy. But behind this facade of unity, discord has long festered. Now a clique of dissenters have finally had enough and have officially broken with their fellow members over the issue of reform. Ooh, okay. Let's take... Yeah, let's just take this one. Friday, November 21st, 2025 was a cutoff date. Oh, so it could have been nominated, but it just wasn't. Very strange. See, that's why it's a problem with award shows. The thing, though, I was saying this earlier too, the thing, though, I do appreciate about the Game Awards is they're pretty straight up about the fact that this is just a big commercial for games. Because, like, the Oscars are basically just a big commercial for movies. And all the award shows are basically just a big commercial for whatever the thing is. And I appreciate the Game Awards are just pretty much straight up like, look, we're literally just playing you a bunch of commercials through this. And I like that. I appreciate that, because I don't mind seeing them. As opposed to, like, things like the Oscars or other stuff where, like, they're trying to pretend like it's anything but a big ad to go see the movies. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they are not pretending. Yeah, exactly. They're literally like, all right, guys, now that those awards are out of the way, we got some more ads for you. It's kind of like the Super Bowl in that sense. I like watching the ads. Steam ones are more for the gamers. Does Steam, like, broadcast an award show? I've always looked at what the results were, but I didn't know if they ever, like, broadcast, like, an award show. So if we get this... Political movement activism, morale loss, morale damage, yeah. Man, okay. Oh, from amicable relations. Oh my god, what? Well, that would be the thing right there. Alright, yeah, because we're getting 0.05 from amicable relations. I think once we get a support independence treaty with Great Britain, our liberty desire is going to go up significantly. What I find special is that Jeff just kind of monopolized all gaming shows. Yeah, it's so true, right? It's funny how that one just has become like the award show. And it started as just like this little thing on like Spike TV. And it's interesting how he's the host every single time. He's just like, this is my thing. I'm doing this. Alright. We really need to get this oligarchy thing done and over with here. January 27th. 1 month from now. Give me good news. Crazy. Yeah, right? Because you feel like he must have been... good, there we go. He must have been offered money to buy, like, the Game Awards. If it's being, like... If it's bigger now. And which means he probably, like, turned it down. This is all speculation, obviously, but... Oh yeah, let's do this. Yeah, we don't have glass words, though, so we won't do that anymore. Yeah, if we get nitroglycerin going. Lost stalled. Oh my god. Crazy. Okay. So we're gonna get, if we ever get through this build queue, we'll get our 2 artillery foundries. How many, oh my god, we don't have any... Wait, why am I building 2 artillery foundries? I think I meant to do... I think I meant to do small arms. In Cuba Central, yeah. No. I mean, he survived E3. Yeah, all the console-specific announcement ones. This is true. And came out at the Seoul Gaming Show. This is true, too. I wonder why. I would love to watch, like, a short documentary on that. Like, how did that happen? How did he finagle that one? Oh, we're gonna get 20% industrialists become more loyalist. How many of them are there? 1.76k. Well, great. Although, about 200 or so loyalists when you only have 539. It's not bad. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll push for this after the War for Independence. Because we get, like, bonuses to the intelligentsia if we can complete this after slavery has been abolished. Because it will be more difficult. Although it is, you know, even without that. Yeah, like, where is it? Yeah. +3 intelligentsia approval for 30 years. Plus 20% qualification, dependent income. Bureaucrats. Taxpayers for society. Yeah, see if we can... Oh, and Cuba enables the law right to associate. See? So I think we do that. Okay. We need... So once oligarchy finishes, we throw the intelligentsia, the petit bourgeoisie, into government. We go get our support independence treaty with Great Britain. That will fix this. Hopefully. Pretty sure. Everything will start to fall into place. And this is moving up. So we're going in the right direction. We're just, like, going at a snail's pace. I suppose I could increase construction a little bit here. Not really, actually. We could use more iron. We could use more tools. We could get more iron for the same workers if we... Oh, what am I... What was meant as a routine speech about the merits of oligarchy by Ignacio Diaz has quickly devolved into a public relations disaster for the industrialists. Unbelievable. Yeah, we can't... Oh no, we only have one setback. Oh. We'll take it. We get the plus 10% there. Now or never. November 23rd. God, maybe it is time to negotiate this. If we could get up to a 50% chance if we throw the Catholic Church in there and make a promise to them. That's going to bring us down to an unstable government. And we're finally starting to uptick on our loyalists here. Nah, I think we're good. How did increasing... If the Spanish market had explosives, it would be wonderful. They just don't. I mean, I could build them here, but we're going to need these 13k peasants to fill all these jobs I'm about to build there. I've got 5k peasants here. See, we also need fertilizer. We need 20 fertilizer. Sulfur. What does 1 sulfur mine get you? 20. And we would need 6 here. Oh, what just happened? Oh, Spain is supporting some war with... Oh, France is trying to protect her at Portugal. That's interesting. Well, we're not doing anything with that. So we could do... How much fertilizer do we have here? -4, but we're using some of it here. We're using 9 of it here. We're only producing 5. Right, that was a... Yeah, that was a labor-saving one right there. Yeah, let's do that. Save the labor. So that's the problem. We would have to build 3 more things here. We'd have to build some sulfur fertilizer, and then the explosives. So the explosives will need 20 fertilizer. How much do we get from a single livestock ranch? 2.5. Yeah, not much. Oh, do we have our... Okay. Really, we need 45 just for pops here? Well, let's start saving some labor. Yeah, a war with Portugal we're gonna do nothing with. Let's get this hired up. All right. Give us some good news, November 24th. Lawmakers working towards the enactment of oligarchy have found themselves mired in a particularly complex set of bureaucratic proceedings, grinding the work towards reform to a near halt. Yeah, I don't want to lose more success chance. Take that. We could negotiate with the armed forces, but I don't think we can get them in the government. Yeah. Down to an unstable government. Because they're traditionalists. I'd really like to stay in contested government and not... First of all, get plus 50% enactment time. But also increase radicals. Got the people here. Realism. Let's make us lose 28 tools. We need more motors. Hey, Laplace, hello, hello. King Arthur. He certainly did, my friend. He certainly did. What an entrance. What an entrance. How you doing? I think good morning. I think it's a good morning to you, right? All right. Well, we really need... I mean, we have people here. Yeah, they need a higher productivity. All right, maybe we go to hand assembly. Now we need qualifications. I mean, we should be... I think we're already doing promote social mobility. We're not, for some reason. Okay. It's noon already. Oh, okay then. Good afternoon. Well, then you're gonna get the water tube boiler, you guys. Let's just subsidize for a little bit. All right, freedom seekers want independence. So we just need to get our liberty desire up. You ever watch the Philomena Kunk series, the British satirical history documentary? No, I didn't. I think I know who that is. I mean, I've watched... If it's who I'm thinking of, I think I've watched clips of hers before. And so... She is really good. A new Star Wars pod racing game. Oh my god. What everybody's been clamoring for. You know, maybe it'll be awesome. I don't know. I shouldn't laugh. But boy, you know, just on the pulse of the nation right there. All right, we're at the 2-hour mark, so we're going to take a quick 90-second break. Pay homage to our usual gods of ads here. And then, so 90 seconds, and we'll be right back. And we're back. And we're back. Honestly, you always hear the whispers. Everyone's that nostalgia. Yeah, that's true. Never underestimate the power of nostalgia these days. That's a very good point. Oh, man. All right. Slowly but steady. If we could just just get rid of this. This promise for oligarchy is killing me. If we don't get it at this checkpoint, I'm gonna need to postpone the promise. Yeah, no, I got that. Yeah, everyone wants that nostalgia. Yeah. Always. Honestly, if like Civilization announced that they were going to do a Civilization 2 remastered, I'd be pumped. I really would. It'd become a regular streaming series on my channel. So I am not going to pretend like I'm above nostalgia. All right. Railway in Cuba Central. Yeah, so we'd do that. Everybody has that thing they look back on fondly. Yeah, exactly. Like when Jurassic Park was re-released in movie theaters in 3D. I went to it. I was like, there's no way I'm not going to go to Jurassic Park remastered in 3D. Did it need to be in 3D? No. But did I want to be able to see it in the movie theater? Because my mom didn't let me see it in the movie theater when I was a kid? Yep. God, what other games would there be? Oh man, if they re-released like a remastered version of Shenmue, I'd be all about that. Shenmue, what other games were there? You know what game I always look back fondly on, which I don't want them to remaster because I bet it's an awful game, but I just remember it being an absolutely great game. Beavis and Butthead on the Sega Genesis. I remember that game being so amazing. And I just know if I actually came across a copy of it today and I played it, it would just be the most awful game. But in my head, it was excellent. Hey, Warlock, what's up? What's up? Yo, 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 1483 to the 3 to the 6 to the 9. Representing the ABQ, what up, boys? That's an entrance right there. That's how you make an entrance. How are you? How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, you know that feeling, right? Those things that you look back fondly on. But you know deep down, don't go back. Don't ever go back. I had the movie Austin Powers ruined because of that. Me and my friends as adults watched Austin Powers one night when we were after having a bunch of drinks. Because I had it on my shelf. I had the DVD on my shelf. And man, was not good. Tell me we're going to... Jeez. Hey, Yanni, what's up? What's up? Good morning. Ham, how are you? How's the new update? DLC been good? Haven't had a chance to play yet. It is awesome. Once again, the devs at Victoria 3 are just like knocking it out of the park. The new content is cool, but also the new mechanics so far. And we haven't even gotten to election tampering because we don't have election laws yet. But all of the new law negotiation stuff has been really cool. How are you doing? I have that a lot with movies. Yeah. After that experience I had with Austin Powers, there's quite a few things now, especially movies, that I'm like, nah, I'm not going back. I'm going to leave that one in my head. Oh man, 92 weeks. Are we doing... No. Still gonna take 90 weeks. Damn. I really love this line From Jesse Pinkman. So bad. Oh, is that is that from Jesse Pinkman? I only ever watched the first season of Breaking Bad, and then I started the second season, but this was like well after the series had ended. Um, so, and then I just got distracted. At some point in time, I need to really just sit down and watch that show because I really liked it, and you know, it's like a classic show. But man, there's so much, there's so much I don't know from the show. Only haven't seen the first season. You're the same as me, really. Yeah. Exactly, right? 75 weeks. I wonder if this railway is even really worth it. I don't know if it is. I think we're going to push it down. We'll do it after we get the iron mines there. Ah, corporate charters. Okay, so let's think about this. But first, we'll move the road maintenance back over here. Oh, damn. Really? I reached somewhere in Breaking Bad, and I keep talking like I know what's up. I haven't finished the show whatsoever. Yeah, exactly, right? I'm like, I get the references. I get it. Yeah. I got so little through the show. First two seasons are slow pace, but it started to peak from third season. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that. And even so, the first season I really enjoyed, you know? Despite the slow pacing and all that, it's just such a great show. It's just one of those things though, like who has time to sit down and watch multiple seasons of shows anymore? I hate to say that, but oh my god, I did it again. I forgot to postpone the promise. Can't believe I did that again. They really need to warn you. And now we have 4 years of worthless words. Oh my god, I can't believe after all this, I waited all this time for this stupid oligarchy. At this point, I feel like I should get it. It's better than autocracy. Hey, that really pisses me off so much. Remember I said, oh, if we don't get it on this enactment, I gotta extend it. Jeez, man. I wish there'd be like a reminder on the screen that's like, hey, you're about to mess up your promise. They're like 1 hour, so yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like multiple seasons of 1 hour shows. Like, I don't have time for that in my life. Have you seen the Sisu and Sisu 2 movies? No, I don't know that one. Reload or Iron Man. Yeah, I could reload it, but at this point, whatever. I'll deal with it. It's my own fault. I deserve it. Well, okay, so alright, so now that we don't get that, so we still have yeah, ideological differences. Although, you know, now that I look at that, that's not really going to do it for us. That would only fix 25. Their attitude is cautious towards us. You know, what was I doing? I should have been improving relations this whole time. Alright, so we do gotta wait a little bit longer on that. Disappointed! I I'm not a movies or show guy, but my friend recommended it. That's why I watched it. I finished it in 5 days. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be fantastic. It's supposed to be fantastic. Hey, Travis, what's up? Hello, hello. I bought the expansion pass 2, got the new DLC. Oh, nice! Congratulations, my friend. That was money well spent. Money well spent. This is the expansion pass 2 DLCs are just like peak expansion passes. Charters of Commerce, National Awakening, and now Iberian Twilight. And you throw in there the little trade ship things that you get that you look at once to when you first get it, be like, oh, there they are, that's cool, and then you never look at it again. Have we messed up in campaign? I'm enacting oligarchy because I made a promise to the industrialists to do so. Look at that. And now we get it. But I let the promise expire, and I had the ability to extend it. I just wasn't paying attention. And now we have worthless words for 4 years. So -12 legitimacy and -12 for the next time we try to make a promise. So I'm just kind of kicking myself for doing that. All right, let's get our company situated here. So we're not doing that. I think what would help us is our cigar company. We are coming back for Bacardi at some point. But yeah, here we go. So plus 5% prestige, not bad. Plus 10% loyalists from political movements. We can really use that. Plus 10% tech spread for society. Started a game with Portugal. Yeah, they start in debt now and bureaucracy deficit. Yeah, I saw that on one of the pre-release streams. Portugal's a little tough, which makes it exciting. But yeah. Earlier today, after the morning stream, I started playing as Carlist Spain, looking at the Carlist Wars. That's an interesting start. That looks like it's going to be a lot of fun once I can really sit down and work with it. You know, now that I think about it, maybe we go for one of the military companies. Army offense, army defense. Problem is, after our war for independence, this isn't something we're going to be doing too much of. I think we stick to the Cuba-specific companies. This is the other one. Migration attraction, aristocrats investment pool contribution. See, what I like about this, though, is that they'll also build railways. We can always do that next. I think this is the one we need right now. We need a level 5 tobacco plantation. Alright, so let's build one. Let's get that situated. Do you know any programming languages? Oh man, I used to. When I started college, when I was an undergrad, I was a computer science major. I used to know C++ so well. At this point in time, though. Like, I started college as a computer science major. I ended up switching my major to theater because I'm a playwright. I finished college with a bachelor's in theater and a minor in computer science. But I haven't done any computer programming since I switched my major to theater. So the short answer to your question is no. I don't know any programming languages at this point. And it's sad. I used to love programming. In fact, I tell people, as a writer, everything I learned about story structure, I learned from my computer science classes. because it's like it's a very similar thought process. But I am so out of practice, I don't know any languages. Why do you ask? Well, you know, though, in terms of getting to 2,000 goods exports, this is actually the thing we need. And we can add railways. And actually, a plus 10% migration attraction. We need people. No, yeah, we're going to go for this. We need a level 5 sugar plantation. Let's not finish this. Well, let's finish it. We need a level 5 sugar plantation. We own 4 here. So let's build one more. So yeah, we'll go for the sugar company first, and then we'll get Havana sugar. La Gran as a Carrera. Wondering if you knew any good resources. I'm teaching myself Godot's G script. Oh, you seem like a smart guy. I was just curious. Oh, thanks. Yeah, no. I mean, I always wondered if I tried to get back into it, if like I would have a lot of like stuff from memory that would start coming back, but no, unfortunately, I've lost it all. All right. You know, I'm curious now, actually, how much of Spain's GDP do we own? Here we go. Good. We're going in the right direction there. Look at that. We own almost 9% of Spain's GDP. And we're definitely going to add in a railway industry, and then give them some foreign investment rights, get us a regional HQ. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Oh, wait, though. Let's slow down for a second here, though. What law do we want to pass next? Actually, if we could get off of migration controls, that would be great. So who do we have in power here? Anything we want from these guys? Not really. Well, our leader here... Oh, you know, okay, why don't we get... we just switched to oligarchy, but... oh, wait, well, we can get somebody else in government now, though. Oh, yeah, no, we want to get off of state religion. Can we get the intelligentsia in? Yes, we can. I mean, it would be nice if we weren't on this. But we can get to total separation. Yeah, let's do this. Because this will help us get some better agitators. And now let's negotiate with the industrialists. Amid much shouting, insults, and regrettable turns of phrase, several paths have emerged that would convince the industrialists to allow total separation to pass. Hmm. 10 years of 4,200 government expenses. I don't know about that. Oh, hey, J-Makers, what's up? How are you? Good to see you, my friend. How's it going? We must increase the heavy industries in our states from 2 to 6 within 10 years. Failure will completely radicalize the industrialists. I always forget, what counts as heavy industry? So we need to build 4 more. We do need a fertilizer and an explosives factory anyway. Oh, artillery counts. We just built 2 of those. We might be able to do this. Oh yeah, the standard of living, we're not going to be able to do that. No, yeah, we can invest in heavy industries. Let's do that. Doing well. Been on V3 thing today. Nice, nice. Who have you been playing with? Logistics. This is good. Let's add some conscripts in. Yeah, we got a new captain's general. Okay. So in 5 weeks we can get our company going. Experimenting with France some more. Mostly how to optimize urbanization in a high pop country. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's a good country to choose then. You can really go for that like billion GDP with a country like France if you're really urbanizing a lot. Also, yeah, I wonder too how some of the Iberian Twilight stuff will play into a France run, since you're right on the border there. Alright, this is really moving. So once we get the Liberty Desire above 75, we can get this. Prepare for war. We really do need to get these things, though. And honestly, we need more military. Like, who am I kidding here? You know, actually, considering how few people we have, we might benefit from national militia. So we can get 33 conscripts as opposed to the 5 here. Now, this will cut down... Like, what do we have here? We have 2 here. 7. 7. So we'll lose a total of 4 battalions. we'll be able to add 3. So we'll generally get a larger military if we go to national militia. And then if we're able to add in National Guard, we'll get an additional 7. But if we increase the institution, we can get a little bit more. I think we're going to do that. After we get off of this, we're going to go to National Militia. Really? The Armed Forces? Oh, yeah, wait, what am I... Of course the Armed Forces oppose this. What am I doing? Yeah. Okay. Starting to see what makes protectionist trade work for a big country like it did with the U.S. It's aristocratic industry economics. Yeah, instead of levies, war machine. Yeah. Yeah. And you really just play into that. Because you have so many resources and so many people to work it. As someone who is struggling for people right now. Oh, look at this! An expanded Texas. Now there's something you don't normally see. There's some interesting map stuff going on in this game. We have an expanding country of Texas. We have an independent Ireland in the French power bloc. Very interesting stuff. God, my glasses, man. Okay. I just read an article that stated human consciousness arose from our early ancestors being in a constant state of alertedness, and things like casual correlation, such as smoke comes from fire, and consciousness developed over time that matter. Pretty cool stuff. That is really cool. Damn. Makes sense when you say it now. I like that. A fiery Catholic preacher has shown up in the Capitol, provoking fights with guards and yelling the most incendiary rhetoric. He is clearly attempting to be arrested and make himself a martyr for the faith. Yeah, I guess we're gonna take this. Ah, damn. Alright. Domestic control of resources, whole point of land acquisition, kick out imports, adding mines and factories to food control so you never have to depend on trade. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. One of the countries that like mercantilism really makes sense for. Lower your trade advantage on imports to discourage them. Increase your trade advantage on exports. Have you seen on the new law pop-up events, just got religious school law debate to get a buff for Prussian education, or Prussian education, gives plus 10 armed force political strength, plus 10% assimilation, with 7% conscriptable battalions. No. That's interesting for religious schools, huh? Wow. Okay. Oh, Expedition 33 won Game of the Year, which everybody saw coming from a mile away. Yeah. What? Yeah, that's interesting. I don't remember what else was nominated, but I mean, that was such a big game this year. Can't even think of what the other big ones were. Hey, Lassie. Hello, hello. What's up, my friend? How are you? Good to see you. Pretty good game, yeah. Yeah, I haven't played it. I have to say, in this year, having started like streaming and doing all this, it's sad, but I haven't touched my PS5 in like a long, long time. Like My son, who's 5, uses it more to just zip around as Spider-Man in the old Spider-Man game, more than I've played it. the Catholic Traditionalist Revolution. Yeah, we can't let this go to a revolution, though. Interesting. Oh, yeah, Silk Song. I forgot about that game. Everybody was in love with that game. I feel like Silk Song was this year's, what was that poker game called? Baldero? Something like that. I feel like that was this year's, like, Baldero, or whatever that game was called. Hades 2. Yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza. I don't get the craze for all of the Nintendo games. You know, like... I mean, I'm not saying, you know, somebody loves it, that's fine. But personally, I've just never felt the pull for, like, another one of those Nintendo games. Like Mario Kart, another one of those. You know, like, I finally bought Mario Kart for the first time, like, a couple of years ago, like, for my kids. And I play it with them sometimes. I'm like, you know, it's a racing game. But man, when the Switch 2 came out, you really saw how much everyone loves just any... Well, not when the Switch 2 came out. I mean, for a while now people have, but I've just never got the big pull of, like, a million different Mario games. Now watch, my subscriber count plummets. To each their own. I mean, I'm sitting here playing an Industrial Revolution simulation. Yeah, Nintendo always has a nominee, always. I mean, it makes sense, though. People love it. People love it, so... like, there's something there. It's like they say, there's a game for everybody. Alright, where are we now? Law progress to amendment, very nice. Yeah, and the Nintendo is militant. It's so true. Like, you either love Nintendo, or you're not really into Nintendo. Although I also kind of feel like that's the same with Grand Strategy. You're either really into Grand Strategy, or you're not really going to play Grand Strategy. Alright, here we go. So we'll go sulfite pulping here. Oh, yeah, nice. We finished our sugar plantation. So now... why isn't it giving us the option? Did I miss something? Oh, at least 2 Cuban states? We need a level 5 sugar plantation in 2 states? Are you kidding me? I guess we'll do it here. Unbelievable. Wow, okay. So be it. Anyone know of any good Pokemon emulators for PC? I don't, but one of my friends from, who's, one of, like, my kid's friend's dad, who's a friend of mine, he is really into that stuff. I could ask him about it. Tell you at another time. He's all into, like, emulation and stuff like that. He probably has one already. So I could let you know. True. Paradox gamers are also very militant about their fave game. Yeah, it's so true. Sivers too. Yep. They all have a favorite one and will die on that hill. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Especially when Civ 7 came out and it was clear that the game kind of failed. Everybody started going into like, you know, here's what your favorite one was. Civ 6. No, Civ 5. And it was mainly like Civ 5 versus Civ 6. But then every so often you had somebody throw in there like, no, Civ 4 is like peak civilization. And then there was me in the corner like, Civ 2. Oh, big love to all from Sweden. Hey, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Welcome, welcome. Welcome from Sweden. Always good to have you here. Thank you to your, you come from the mecca of grand strategy. Our homeland. Us paradoxers. Han people are experiencing severe effects of opium addiction. The use and abuse of the substance has spread throughout Cuba Occidental. Alright, fine. How many Han people do we have? Yes, the promised land of map gamers. That's right. I sometimes think about how, like, the first Victoria game came out in 2003. I had no idea about it. And I'm like, what was I doing with my life? Could have been playing Victoria back in 2003. An internal investigation has discovered that a government official received many gifts from Ignacio Diaz on behalf of the Cuban National Congress. Well, we could gain 5 legitimacy. That's... would be helpful. We gain 5% industrialist loyalists. I think we'll take the loyalists. Did he smash his head into the cell wall? Was he tortured to death? The official story that the Catholic Church-affiliated revolutionary died from cholera convinces only the gullible and the willfully blind. Only one thing is for certain. His supporters are livid, and they are out for blood. I think we... I don't know if we're going to be able to finish passing this. We can't let this Catholic traditionalist movement go to revolution. I mean, it is also likely Spain comes in and bails us out, but I don't know if I want to depend on that. Political movement, activism. Yeah, like this. To be honest, probably something productive. Yeah, that's true. What was I doing with my life? Probably something productive. No, I was playing, actually, I was playing Civilization 2. And then I think Civilization 3. It was around that time Civ 3 came out. I was probably playing Civilization. That's what I was doing. Civilization and Championship Manager. Nice. We got Prepare for War. Though the thing is, okay, so can we do the war in 5 years? Like, do we want to take this button now? It'll take us 4 years just to build up this stuff. No, I think we'll hold off on this action, and we'll wait till we're kind of ready for the war. Man, Football Manager 2026 is a hot mess. That's what I've been hearing. I haven't gotten it. I'm done with Football Manager. It consumed so much of my life. Can't do it. I'm not buying this one. But I heard that it is a hot mess, which is sad, since we didn't get 2025. Man, now I should have taken that 5 legitimacy. All right, you know what? God, it's so stupid. We're gonna cancel this because we don't really need this law right now. What we really need is national militia. Oh man, we can't get anybody in here. Pokemon and emulator. Well, you do like a lawsuit. I don't have it. And I've never tried to. I've never played Pokemon in my life. We can let the lawsuit know that. As a history application, I'm looking at the American Civil War as a good case study for the transition between aristocratic and post-aristocratic war machines. Agrarian lost because it was now industry. Yeah, that's interesting. A friend of mine has a PhD in history, and his emphasis was Civil War and Civil War era. He did his thesis, his doctorate thesis. He wrote a book. It was really interesting, where he went and read like medical records of Civil War soldiers, and basically found cases of PTSD, which obviously they didn't. They weren't diagnosed with PTSD because it wasn't a thing at the time, but like reading like the records, he was like, yeah, this was PTSD. Oh hey there, hey there, GM. Isn't prepare for war on a cooldown, as in it's not a one-time use. Oh. It doesn't look like it. Although it's very possible if we click it, it'll say something else. But there's nothing here that says, and you haven't used it in this amount of time. So I think we'll hold off on it. Oh, alright, I have to prepare for war / work. Be right back. Alrighty. See you in a little bit, Jabba. It's a common joke that Nintendo likes to bring lawsuits for every copyrighted season. Oh, interesting. I get what you're doing there. Nice. That's pretty cool. I don't know how anyone wouldn't have PTSD after that much carnage. Yeah, seriously, right? Like, it was such a violent and awful war. They absolutely would have had that. They will put a mile of effort to prove their lawsuit than fixing Nintendo's console. Fair. That's fair. Hey, Reverse Hamcuts. Hello, hello. I bought the DLC. If anyone asks, you made me. Nice. If only I had some type of like affiliate code. Who are you playing with? Who's your first playthrough with? Okay, so we have Britain cordial now. Oh, there we go. So if we give them a power block embassy, we get support independence. You know, since we're making a treaty with the British, we have to add in we will call it soccer. So that's on our side. Although, you know, it was around this time, maybe. No, not this time. Way too early. But they called it soccer. Yeah, let's do this. Was it the soccer thing? Was it the soccer thing? Come on. Really? Really? All right. Alright, we'll owe them an obligation. Britain looks different. Yeah, they had like a big revolt. I'll look at it in a second here, but I think they had like a reactionary revolt or something like that. Carlos Spain, the guerrilla warfare is confusing, yeah. But I understood it. It's a series of slower battles that accumulates points. At 10 points, it becomes conventional warfare, and you get insane bonus. Yeah. I was playing with the Carlist Revolt earlier after the first stream today. It looks really interesting. Yeah, so they became a parliamentary republic with universal suffrage. So they get this flag. I'm not quite sure why they made it this. All right. So we've got the British on our side now, which is really going to give us... Oh, the clout of the anti-overlord political lobby interest groups in government. Oh, I hadn't realized that. So having these two guys in government gave us more liberty desire. Okay. American man still petty. They got made fun of by Britain because they called the sport kicking ball and called it soccer. Oh, no, my friend. I am not the one being petty about it. You realize the only reason the British called the sport soccer, and it wasn't until the 1950s that the word soccer fell out of favor in England. And this is not me talking, this is actual British historians. The only reason why the British suddenly started hating the word soccer is because of the 1950 World Cup. England's opening game was England-USA. And in one of the biggest upsets in World Cup history, a bunch of amateur players for the United States beat the mighty England in their first World Cup appearance, 1-0, and it made them crash out of the tournament. And the British were so upset that they lost to the United States, when they heard that we were calling the sport soccer, they started hating the word soccer. So when you hear a British person in 2025 get upset that an American called the sport soccer, it's because they are still sour that they lost to us in the World Cup 70 years ago. Yeah, Ireland formed. Yeah, right? I was saying that earlier. I've never seen that happen in the game. This is the first time I've seen it happen. Go Iber... Who knew Iberian Twilight would bring us Ireland? Like, after 10 guerrilla battles, winning them all, I switched to conventional warfare, and man, I got a 100% attack bonus. It's over for Isabel's boys. Oh, nice. Because I just finished the guerrilla warfare, I got the 10 points, but then I had to save the game and turn it off because it was dinner time. So good to know that's what's coming for me, because I'm playing as the Carlist side. I don't know, I missed how protectionism and interventionism is just the next stage of aristocratic economics that adapted for industry. It's the same idea. Land, wealth, trade. Yeah, basically. Right? Funny how that works out. Are potatoes a market good now? No, they aren't. They should be, though, right? There is a potato famine. Like a potato famine event. Alright, so now that we have Britain on our side... Oh, actually, wait. So we want to start enacting national militia. So, who can we get in here? Damn. Okay. We don't have any movements that would want it. If we could only get the rural folk in here. Are there any market liberal rural folk? Maybe a modernizer. I like the changes in this update. Negotiating with Instagram accounts. Traps for Latin American countries. The new South Africa. And that fantastical option to select different leaders. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that one. I didn't even try that one. Carlist ideology is so reactionary. Yes. Oh, hey, DJS. Hello, hello. Yeah. Yeah, it really is, right? That's the thing. Playing as Carlist Spain, I was like, do I really want the Carlist to win? To what end? Just to say I did it. Because I don't like any of the ideology. Hey, check out the new power block icons. Oh yeah, I forgot about that actually. Yeah, wasn't there supposed to be something new? I don't really notice anything new. But I thought I thought I remember reading something about... Oh yeah, it's if you're like forming a power block. There's supposed to be new... Oh, this looks so disgusting. Just give us something. There we go. They all look pretty much the same. Oh, here we go. We get a Swedish crown. Nice. Yeah, so these are new. The Irish harp. The maple leaf. Oh, yeah. Wagon. Oh, these are pretty cool. Oh, canneries. There we go. Here we go. Get a European Union going. The pentagram. Hey. The Big Dipper. Oh, we got the Xbox logo. Wow, there's quite a few of these. Oh god, I swear this is in CK3. Alright. Got a lot of stuff here. Wow. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can add this. Oh, yikes. Alright, that's kind of cool. Anything new here? No. Yeah, the same. Okay. That's kind of cool. Are you going all the way to 1936 with this? Yes, absolutely. Yes, we will. Always. I say always. There's been 2 streams we technically didn't. But the intention is it's always a full run through. This may be controversial, but I hate the idea of feminism and gender equality because those only make human more divided. The campaign today is lost of touch, but I support meritocracy system where one should be rewarded based on their effort and result, which makes it more equal for everyone. Well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with that. I think the idea of feminism and gender equality is to be more equal because historically it hasn't been equal. So, without the feminist movement and the ideas of gender equality, then the problem is there isn't equality left to our own devices, and that's kind of the problem. Go to the Create Power Blocks tab, yeah, and check the yeah. To be fair, neither side of the Spanish were much more than aristocrats late to the party. Yeah, that's true. Good thing they didn't industrialize too soon. France would have been cooked if they teamed up with the Natsocks. Good point. Excellent point, actually. Okay, I had the feeling of too many options. You know, when you have so many options that you get dizzy? Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of... I was, for a second there, I was like, okay, how much longer is this going to go for? Yeah, that was a wild ass read. I know. I was like, yeah, whoa, what? Every stream that don't get to 1936 are the ones where Great Britain say hello there. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. The only ones we haven't gotten to 1936 was our Afghanistan run. And we pretty much did. We got to like 1928 or something like that. But I think it was Great Britain that screwed us over in that one. And then the only other one was Serbia. And again, I think we got to like 1925, 1926. But man, Britain really screwed us over in the Serbia one. Those are the only two, though. Alright, so once we get these 2 sugar plantations, we should be good for the company. So, alright, so the plan here is we finish out the rest of this build queue. This will get us prepared for war. This will also complete our promise. I would really like to get National Militia. But it doesn't look like we need to get the rural folk in government. And it doesn't look like we'll be able to. Alright, what's stopping us? Ideological incompatibility. The economic system. The industrialists support laissez-faire strongly, and they strongly oppose it. And okay, so what about that modernizer? Yeah, Jingoist won't help us. I think the modernizer might be able to help us. Interventionism. They're neutral, so they might be able to help us. Problem is, we won't be able to get this person into our country. What about a radical? Yeah, they don't have any opinion. The modernizer won't help. What about who is the current? They're a liberal. Radical. Hmm. What in the world happened to the East India Company? Oh yeah, it imploded. I feel like it does that a lot now. I had an offline run with Mexico I did recently, like in the last couple weeks. This is exactly what happened. Yeah, I feel like something has been changed where they really just implode early now. Spain really has that much mineral wealth. They could have been a menace, like how the South could have been much more scary. Yeah. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, I think the problem with Spain was they were just a crumbling empire. And so that certainly didn't help. I feel that Carlist and Miguelist ideologies are just for show, or to be another more conservative modernization like freedom of conscience. I would include the legitimists. Yeah. Yeah, like a conservative modernizer. Yeah, that's a good point. I hope you'll do a tutorial video about the new update at some point, like you did about Sweden. Even though I have several thousand hours of gameplay behind me, your videos are high quality and have good tips. Oh, thank you. God, what a wall of text I just made. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, actually, this weekend I'm going to be working on... I want to do an actual... I've never done a tutorial video on how to pass laws in the game. So now that we have all this new content for law passing, I'm going to do that. And then I want to do like a kind of starting steps for the Carlist War. And basically like do a video where we go through the beginning of the go through the Carlist Wars. So basically like a beginning part of Spain starting as the Carlist. So that's my current plan. So I'll be working on that this weekend. I think they're only good for role-playing. Like, yeah, we Carlist won. Look at the laws. Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah, so true. Yay, we won. Oh, no. We won. I just had the Iberian Union journal entry fire up and I had 0 out of 15 shared laws. Feels bad, man. Yikes. Yeah. Yeah, the Carlists will do that. Oh man. Okay. I think we're at our stopping point here. I think we did some good work today though. So where we're at, we need to finish this build queue so that we can afford an army. But we're ready to go to war. We can go to war now. I guess we decrease autonomy, but we also have the British on our side. And we can do this prepare for war thing. So next we need to build the infrastructure for war and then up the amount of soldiers we have. But I think the best thing we can do, because we don't have a lot of people, so what we really need are just conscripts. We have 15,000 peasants here, but that's mainly going to be taken up by the infrastructure for war. So in the next episode, I think that's what we work on. Have a good one. Yeah, Jabba, thanks. Thanks for hanging out, my friend. Always good to see you. I'll see you next time. If the game wants me to play as a reactionary country, make that path extremely appealing. Like what they did with Austria. Yeah. What's the point of giving an option that's worse in terms of gameplay, just for role-playing? That's a good point, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. With the Austria one, it was like rewarding and fun to unfortunately be like Metternich and the landowners. Yeah, tomorrow night's gonna be Frostpunk 2. We're gonna do the new DLC. So we have the return of Frostpunk 2 and some Fractured Utopias. I'm excited. I love Frostpunk 2. Having put it down for a long time, having just come back to it now, I forgot how much I really love that game. So, yep, that's tomorrow night. Reactionary is just the precursor to fascism. That is well said right there. Yeah. It basically, yeah, that's it. That's a good way to look at it. If you want to begin your fascism run, be reactionary. All right, though. That's going to be it for tonight. So thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody, and watching along. Hey, the stream didn't poop out on us like it did this morning, so that's always good. But yeah. So yeah, I will be on tomorrow night for some Friday Night Frostpunk, playing the new DLC in Frostpunk 2. That'll be tomorrow night. Yeah, but other than that, have a good night, everybody. And as always, be awesome. I'll see you next time.